Wait, can I show you the secret that I found out? Look.
Rainbow Six Siege is dead. Kidding? Ish. But it isn't as popular as it used to be. Bring back getting one-tapped as soon as you spawn in. Siege was my life. After my Fortnite phase in middle school and the start of college, I was after a change of pace from a children's game. I wanted something that would put hairs on my toes and deepen my voice to a good 0.189 Hz. And Siege was that game. Tactical, gritty, and fulfilled every 14-year-old's dream of being a Spec Ops Army Chad. So you know I hopped on my Xbox and picked that thing up from my local EB Games. EB Games, for reference, is a better GameStop. The game's real fun. Maybe a little too fun. I sink 500 hours into it on Xbox. Fast forward to when I get a PC, I grind down another 1500 for good measure. And that's kind of where it went. I stopped playing a few years ago for reasons I'll map out in this video, but recently I picked the game up again and had a few games with a friend, and I had fun.
You could.
They're just staring at me. There's two of them, there's two of them right there. There's another one right there. He's just setting the shit up. He's just setting the Siege's variability, that no single round is the same as the last, is still really enjoyable and fun. But as much as I love the base game, I just can't get over certain issues I have. Siege's style has drastically changed since the inception of the game. Look at this. I'm a Yana hater. She is the pinnacle of over-the-top operators. And yeah, sure, stuff like Wamai's grenade thing are kinda in the realm of futuristic-ish, but it's based in our reality. Ubisoft, dude. The trailer for this operator was in space. Point me in the direction of these space terrorists. Her gadget, and my main problem with her, is a bunch of hovering circles that make a controllable hologram of herself. Like, I get we as humans are very smart and intelligent, but it's kind of like, what? The first operator added had a sledgehammer. That was the guy's shtick. Instead of these floating donuts, if Ubisoft was really set on this whole hologram drone thing, make it in the realm of reason. Like, let's say a drone that follows a hologram, or something that projects the image of Yana. Or it could even use something like a Twitch drone at the feet that produces the image upwards. My problem with not only Yana but quite a few of the new operators is that they break the style of Siege. The game was a Spec Ops tactical shooter that took characters from real-life anti-terrorist organizations. That was cool! I don't get the hyperfixation on making military shooters futuristic. I get that it's just so successful and the market is so lucrative, but it leads to Siege's new operators feeling kinda like superheroes in a sense, instead of these Spec Ops highly trained soldiers. The stylistic choice has gone predominantly from very functional uniforms to these over-the-top new looks for the characters that really just don't do it for me. Even the maps have gone from realistic places that take inspiration from their real-life counterparts, to being a little bit of hodgepodge that really pushes the boundaries of the Siege atmosphere. Even the new Stadium Bravo map leans into the idea of Siege being more of a sport, where you fight the opponents in a massive arena reminiscent of gladiatorial fights. This, however, is more of a story preference. I just don't really like it personally. I also just loathe Nighthaven and the private militia aspect. If you do like Nighthaven, more power to you. That's great. I hate you, Carly, and your stupid elite skin. You look ridiculous. But instead of Poop Haven, they could have gone down the road of creating new branches that took characters from organizations like GIGN, just like they did with Lion. Having an anti-terrorist branches like a flight-based group that dealt with, put away your pitchforks, I am being careful, aviation attacks. Or something like a border control group that would be focused on the drug and arms trafficking through sea-based travel. That would have been awesome, instead of these random mofos from the OWL group. Here, look at these two and tell me who's more interesting. Wamai has big lungs and specializes in being underwater because of genetic defect. I'm not kidding, the whole reason this dude is a special operative is because of a genetic lottery. Great storytelling, super compelling. Or Bandit, an undercover biker gang dude that specializes in guerrilla tactics and makes do with what he's given. Like, come on, he was undercover in a biker gang and he uses batteries as his gadget? Here, Ubisoft, take this gold star because Bandit is awesome. Wamai, on the other hand, Magnet. Lazy character design. On second thought, no golden star. I think to make this character more interesting, instead of have that air retention cross over into the game through something like he can survive in smoke gas, or maybe he just doesn't get recoil. But what's worse about this is that Ubisoft used to release 2 operators a season, and now they do 1. I remember hearing this news and feeling physically attacked that they cut their updates effectively in half. And don't come at me with the, oh, they rework operators. Yeah, the only operator they reworked in a meaningful way was Tachanka, and ain't no one gonna change my mind. And my last problem with the stylistic choice of this game is the crossover skins. The obsession with making your game into a pop culture reference is one that I'll never really understand. Why is Rick Sanchez in this game? You know what, this is Fortnite's fault. Please add Peter Griffin or Breaking Bad characters and I'll be a lifetime customer for Fortnite. Please. There's only one skin in this new era of Siege I appreciate immensely. Daddy. Found out they added Phoenix into the game. You know your game's going downhill when you copy Valorant. And I'm so negative with the changes in style because this game was so good before Nighthaven. Sure, you had stuff like Rainbow's Magic, which is a fun event. It's supposed to be ridiculous, but it was an optional choice. I could have my chunk be a unicorn, which is awesome. There are times when it's good to not take yourself so seriously. And kinda to recap, the new characters are boring and suffer a real bad case of the MCU. Old style, me likey. New style, me no likey.
How?
What the heck he hit? I'm Blackbeard! How did he headshot me? What is good about Siege? So much. I'll admit, playing for a few games after a long time, I really enjoyed my experience. There aren't really any games that have the gunplay and environmental interaction like Siege. Ranked, for example, bracket, when you get good teammates, close bracket, is really fun. Having that team chatter and teamwork is awesome.
Scanning for retards. Oh, got a signal.
Where?
It's over here.
Where? Dude!
Oh no way! It leads me your direction.
I can't go into a COD game and start trying to give callouts. Someone would mention my mother in an unmaidenly way which would be unappreciated. And Overwatch callouts aren't even real words. Siege got me through my first years of college. I remember for 10 weeks I sat at the back of my visual design class alone. This was because I didn't really know anyone, and I was a skinny shy kid that was scared of social interactions. And one day, I was watching the release notes for Burnt Horizon on my rickety ass iPad, and some dude walks past and asks, "You play Siege?" I won't name this guy for privacy reasons, but I'll call him Trash. A few nights later, we play Siege with each other, and I TK him in our first ranked game together. He gives me shit, and eventually we start sitting together in class. From there, he introduces me to some of my closest and oldest friends, which definitely changed my life for the better. I played Siege with Trash for at least 2 years straight, and on and off for a total of 3. Siege has genuinely changed my life, and I love it to bits. More than any other game apart from maybe Fortnite. Yeah, boo all you want, I know you all loved it too. And the reason I'm so negative about some aspects is because I want Siege to stay around for a long time. I love the game too much to let it be ruined in my eyes. And to Ubisoft, as much as I dislike you, thank you. No matter how terrible Siege gets, even if they drop the base game and put all their attention onto the mobile version. Yes, there is a mobile Siege I never knew about until I researched for this video. I will be playing on those Siege servers till the day they shut down. To end, a haiku. If Rainbow Six Siege has 1,000 fans, I am one of them. If Rainbow Six Siege has 10 fans, I am one of them. If Rainbow Six Siege has 1 fan, that fan is me. If Rainbow Six Siege has no fans, I am no longer alive. If the world is against Rainbow Six Siege, I am against the world. Till my last breath, I support Rainbow Six Siege. Run outside, run outside.
Oh, that was.
Oh!
Why
oh.
is that? Okay. Just
What?
look at my aim right here. Like that was like fucking jump.
Reported. Oh yeah, Maltese are top frags. No div buddy.
Alright, get on my nipple. Look at my ping.
What was it? Like a million?
Basically.
Cool million. You know they had a death match into this game?